Hello, my badass boys and badass babes. It's your favorite daughter of the night, Virgo the Vixen. And of course, always hit your likes and subscribe buttons down below. Today's video, we actually kind of have somewhat of a sponsor. It's rude and noisy neighbors. Yes, rude and noisy neighbors. You know, those neighbors who live next door to you that allow their animals to crap all over your yard and just do whatever they want, destroying the neighborhood. Rude and lousy neighbors. Yeah. All right. Seriously, today's topic is Halloween candy. Now, first of all, happy Halloween or Day of the Dead to whoever celebrates it. Now, today we're going to focus on a couple things. The first is the two types of candy, and then we're going to talk about leftover candy, and then we're going to talk about where you can get more. All right. Let's start with the obvious. Halloween rolls around. We all get two types of candy. One candy for the trick-or-treaters, the other candy for ourselves. Now, let's just keep it honest, people. When we go out, we look for the crappy stuff to give to the kids. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. Now, before you start coming after the vixen, I do this, you do this, everyone does this to where we give out some of the crappier candy. Now, let's be honest, we've done this before. Now, some people, to be fair to them, they are cool. They will give out the good stuff. In my opinion, they are the smart ones because they know if they give out the good stuff, they won't have their, well, let's face it, I would say at some point your house would be egged or toilet paper, but given the current state of the last year, no one is going to be throwing toilet paper away. And sure as hell, no one's going to spend that much money to egg your house. So they'll come up with a different way to take care of you. But needless to say, they won't be doing that shit anymore. All right, now let's talk about the good stuff. Now, this is the stuff that we love. This is stuff that we, munch on. And this is the stuff that we secretly steal from our own kids' bag. Now, let's be honest here as parents. Kids come home and we inspect their candy. God, no. I mean, I understand why we do it. All right, when you go through, there's something called the parent tax, all right? Where parents will, tax their kids, quote unquote, tax their kids by taking some of the good candy away from them. Let's face it, as parents, we've all done that at least once. Maybe your kid was there, maybe your kid wasn't, but I'm just saying, we've done it. Which kind of leads to the next problem, which we have leftover candy. Now, let's be honest. What are we going to do with this leftover candy? Really, seriously, what are we going to do? I mean, that's a question that keeps people up all night. Of course not. We're going to eat it. Let's be realistic. We have this pot of the candies that we love. Do you think for 1 minute we're going to let it go spoil, or we're going to say, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll just give it to a neighbor. Hell to the no, we're going to eat that. That's our crack. Well, yeah, it is. Let's be honest. That's our crack. And if we hug the bowl and we cover it up and we go, my precious, because you will hiss, growl, and maybe bite off a hand or a finger if anyone tries to take your precious. Now, leads me to the fact where we can get more. Now that's after Halloween, everywhere that sells Halloween candy is going to be reducing it just to get it off the shelves. Which is dangerous to parents and people like myself because this is the day that we lie and wait. We wait for the sales. We wait for everything to be marked down. Okay, now I'm not proud of it. I may have done some incidences where maybe I pushed someone by the little name of Little Miss Perfect out of the way just to get a bag of certain candy bar, okay? I won't say which name because they're not sponsoring me yet. But let's just say maybe, hypothetically, I may not have been, the most proudest moment, but needless to say, it was a clean hit and I got the candy. Just saying, it worked out for me. Well, anyways, my badass boys and badass babes, I just want you to remember a couple of little things in today's, topic of discussion. To conclude, we'll go with these 3 points. Point number 1, it is fun to take candy from your kids. I'm not proud to say it, but let's be realistic. As parents, it's kind of fun to take the good stuff from the kids. Well, hey, we're parents. We have to tax them. Second thing is, we all have our favorite candies, and no one is going to touch them. I swear, there could be armed personnel trying to take your candy. They ain't going to touch them. And third is, if I'm looking for a certain bag of candy, just get out of the way. I'm just saying, it will save everyone a lot of hassle. Well, anyways, my badass boys and badass babes, hopefully you had a great Halloween, because I know I did. Well, who's your vixen, and bye-bye.